for this what should be an amazing event. Our referee, who's setting up the balls at the moment, is Brian Moss, one of the best in the business. He's accompanied by Mark Goff, who's the main man behind the IRO. So two of the top referees. We needed to bring in the best in the business for this match.
Yeah, I think they're going to have the work cut out here as well, Nick, because we're not only we're playing black ball rules, but it's also a 30-second shot clock in play. Each player getting 15-second extension during each frame.
So of course we're playing black ball rules, and as you say, a race to 30. And the 30-second shot clock shouldn't affect either of them too much, should it?
No, it'll certainly help this match run a little bit more freely than without a shot clock, because I mean the difference in rule set is worth mentioning, because when things do go a little bit tactical at black ball, that can lengthen the time of each frame quite significantly.
So we mentioned in the chat we had previous to the match starting the break, and the break's going to be significant in this. We both know, everyone knows how good a breaker Tom is. We've just seen the first break there from Chandiga, and it's a wide open table. If he breaks consistently like this, you know, people are writing him off, but if he can break like this, it's going to be awesome. Yeah,
and from what we saw over the weekend when he played at Ultimate Pool, his break was actually quite consistent, and as was Tom's, but Tom's, who opted for the cut break in the latter stages, seriously let him down, especially in the final, and you could see he was quite, well, shall we say, upset about that, given the result and the narrow victory to a very talented Scouser, Tom Jones. If you're listening, Tom, that was a very, very well-deserved victory. I remember playing Tom when he was about 12, and he was frighteningly good then.
Dave, do you think that either player are going to be feeling the nerves?
No, I think when I spoke to you out in the arena, I think you're looking at probably well, I wouldn't say two very best, but two players that do not struggle with temperament and nerves at all. I don't think we've seen from Tom that it doesn't matter what format a play it is, he holds himself together, whether it's a World Championships, a tour event, or a cash game. And from where Chandiga's from, CEASER, should we call him CEASER for the next few hours? That'd be easier. Yeah. Where CEASER's from, the atmosphere there is incredible. I don't see nerves coming into play from frame one, although he's left himself a little bit to do here. Needs a little cannon on this 8 just to knock it into play, I feel. Just nudge it over. Yeah, that'll do.
It's a nice touch. It's a really nice touch. Subtle. He's left it. It's a little bit of a thin cut. When you look at the overhead, you can see it's a bit thin, but you definitely fancy him to get this. And what a start for him! Yeah,
I feel the first probably. Well, we're having a break after 15, aren't we, Nick? As you can just hear the noise in the arena. What a great place! I mean, they really have packed it out. The first 15 are more important for CEASER than they are for Tom.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, just at the weekend, Tom 5-1 down, 1-6-5. He's capable of these comebacks. I haven't seen that from CEASER as of yet. So I feel he has to get off to a good start because Tom plays at the highest standard there is.
What a lovely little subtle shot that was to develop the 8 ball. Beautiful.
Yeah, certainly well judged, and a perfect start for the man from Uganda.
Yeah. If he did have any nerves, and he hasn't shown them at all, that will settle them, won't it? Even that first frame, getting that first one on the board, it's just takes that little bit of pressure off, doesn't it? Gets the arm flowing a little bit smoother. That's a monster break, and he's potted a yellow.
Yeah, first glance here is a little bit more work to do, but we're going to get to have another look now. And yeah, they look okay, these.
Yeah, Reds look pretty good. It's just about the order he takes them in, isn't it?
Yeah, he'll certainly be looking to return the favour. He's got to land on, is it the one at the bottom of the table? I think it's the one that's nearest us, the red, in the middle of the table. Wow, is he turning the table over?
No,
playing in off the red.
Playing in off the red, yeah.
Oh, you can tell someone's not done this for a while.
Yeah, there was no way he's turning this table over.
And one of us has been sat in front of a screen doing it all weekend.
Absolutely. My vocal cords are well oiled, let's say.
I got you, pal. I got you.
This is a great chance for Tom. I mean, this could be the perfect start for both players. Fully expect him to get out from here. He's going to go top left and then use the ball over the middle to link. May even elect to play the plant next, but I think he probably targets the middle as his next shot. If he leaves it dead straight, he can just come back to where he is now.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he takes the plant now and then comes down for the only one that is a problem ball, or chooses to play the one over the middle and try and get perfect position once again.
So we've just streamed this live on Facebook for the first couple of frames, so you can just see what's going on. Don't forget. So we're gonna come off the free live stream in a moment. Don't forget to join us. It's really easy to do. Go to QXTV. All of the links are there, and it's just the cost of £5. So really low cost, and please do join us to watch it. I mean, you don't want to miss this game. You don't want to miss this game. The first money match that Tom Cousins has played in 9 years. Lovely cue ball control.
Really like the way he's taken these last 3 balls out, Nick. It's made them look very, very simple, and it was just the choice of which red he took in which order, and it seems like it's going to be the perfect start. For both players, one each, both finishes from the break.
So just a reminder, we are heading away from the Facebook live stream, and we were going across to the pay-per-view, and it's just £5 to join us. Go to QXTV on Facebook, and all of the links are there to join us. As I say, just a £5, and you can join us for a full afternoon and evening of action. It looks like it's going to be an absolute cracker. Do not miss it.
Will this run continue? Tom did tell me before the game he was going to go for a front ball break, so both players opting for a very similar breaking spot. So now, and he's made a ball.
Every break so far, one ball gone in. Or was it one of each there? Yeah, that was one of each, wasn't it? He's potted a red and a yellow there. Not that it's particularly relevant, just need to make one, and you've got a choice of what you go for. Just a tiny bit of work to do here, Dave. You've got the yellow just below the red towards his bottom corner pocket.
Yeah, I think what he tried to do then, it was just flick the edge of the red next to the 9, because that kind of tells us that that yellow doesn't pass into the left centre. I think he just wanted to flick off the edge of it.
I think it goes to right centre though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is he on this ball now to bottom left?
Yeah, I would say so, but the yellow just above it I don't think passes the red as well, so no surprise to see him going back up the table. I've been really impressed from watching CEASER about the way he sees the game. He's capable of certainly the very imaginative shots, as well as thinking through, taking the balls in the right order and making the game as easy as possible, and he'll need all them skills today, because they're all the attributes that have made Tom #1 for a long, long time.
Big shot coming up here. Just need to make sure he finds the exact line. Is he on it? This is tight. This is really tight. Look at that overhead. Think he can just get through to it, but my goodness.
Yeah, threading a needle here, Nick.
Yeah.
But he seems happy enough. as he gets down on the shot.
Brilliant. He landed that on a sixpence. He's got a fiddly little cut to middle here and just needs to be careful of the cue ball. He probably just needs to screw in behind the red, which means he needs to just hit this with a touch more pace than's comfortable. This is tricky. This is still tricky. Ooh,
Yeah, just played it with the right hand side. Obviously, pushed the cue ball to the left. It does go in, but off the far jaw.
Technically, a very difficult shot when you're playing that shot with side, doesn't it? Because it throws the cue ball, and you need to take that into account. Brilliant start.
I mean, it's excellent. 3 frames, 3 breaking dishes.
We're in for a game here, folks. We really are. That's fantastic. The highest possible standard. Brilliant. Well, just lost that break a little bit. Just came across the front ball, the cue ball just arcing towards the left centre pocket. Just caught the top knuckle, so he was okay, but he just needs to be careful of that. He'll want to make sure he times that break well. And look at this, lovely.
You can see him there, even playing the 8 with just a touch of left hand side, helping side. Just out the 8 in, but the shot before Nick is exactly where the work was done. Just to throw perfectly. Used the far jaw, but made the 8 nice and comfortable. So 2-1. And Tom, as you can see, both players breaking from the same spot. Tom with a little bit more power, but he's found a bit of happiness. And he'll be overjoyed to have the chance to get back to parity. Yeah, these are okay. Yeah, definitely yellows is his choice. I'm playing straight on the only sort of half problem. The one next to the 8 ball. Again, just needs to be a little bit careful because he's going to have to transition back up the table in 3 balls time. That's just about perfect. He's just so relaxed around the table. I mean, he surely will know about CEASER, Tom, a little bit more than some of the people watching might do, apart from his home supporters. And we've already learnt in the first couple of frames, if you didn't know, that CEASER's more than capable. So this is the key shot, but plenty of room. Just to stun it round off a couple of cushions.
Again, on a sixpence. On a sixpence. Just needs to soft screw this. Come back an inch or two to get on the last ball.
And how nice it must feel to be able to cue so straight.
I know. Just needs to be careful he doesn't come back too far and be hampered. Just into the gap of the 2 reds would be absolutely fine. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect.
I think we can mark this one off.
4 frames of perfect pull, Dave.
Yeah, 14 minutes, 4 frames, 4 breaking dishes. And as we said, the rules are making a massive difference up to now.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, for those of you joining us a few seconds late, a couple of minutes late, we've had the player interviews. We're all ready to go, and here we are. 4 frames played, 2 frames each, 2 frames each of brilliant pool as well. Not a mistake from either, and they've been pinpoint accurate. Welcome to QX TV, the birth of this new channel, the first game that we've showcased on this channel, and hopefully we can grow this. And later on we'll talk about the plans for QX TV and the kind of things that we're aiming for over the next couple of years. Some exciting times to come. That's very unlucky. He's screwed that cue ball straight back up the middle of the table, and it's got kicked in off In fact, it looked like it was going to stay up, and then just gets nudged towards that pocket, gets helped in by the yellow. I think had the yellow not got in the way, it would have caught the knuckle, and that's very unlucky.
Yeah, real bit of bad form. Tune there for CEASER.
And Tom starting this frame pretty much as he started his first one, with a ball in off into the middle, and has opened up the table. And look at this table, it's absolutely delightful.
Yeah,
he sees the finish so quickly, doesn't
absolutely.
he?
I mean, they all do, the top professionals. I think CEASER's in exactly the same boat where that skill set's concerned. But yeah, Tom, just it's the first shot after the break. Whether he's at the table or not, he does play that so well.
And we know these players are on a 30-second clock. I mean, they've not troubled it in any way, shape or form so far, have they? Every shot probably averaging about 12 or 13 seconds at the moment.
No, the IRO boys are having an easy time of events in the first 14 to 15 minutes.
Yeah. Tom Cousins, lucky boy.
Flirting.
Very lucky boy. He lost the cue ball there. My goodness me, his heart would have been in his mouth for a split second, thinking that was going to drop into the pocket, but it catches the knuckle and stays up. Oh, it hurt CEASER a little bit, especially after getting kicked in off the break. He would have felt a reprieve there.
Yeah, it's never nice when it's never nice when you're going in off the break, but then when your opponent's got a relatively easy chance.
Taking a few extra seconds here just to compose himself after that shot and just work out the plan. So the referee's Tom's called his extension.
Yeah, what I was going to say, Nick, is when you sat in your seat and you're hoping for a chance, and then you think you're going to get one and you don't. It's always
He's losing the cue ball here, Dave. This is some way from where he wanted to be. I mean, he's still okay, but suddenly he's got to play a bit of a shot where this should have been simple. This is a thin cut, and the cue ball's travelling. There's no traffic for the red, so that's the thing, is that he's got the whole of the table. It's like the seas have parted, and he's got a big space up through the middle of the table.
He's played that really well, Nick. I think he's just landed just the wrong side, so I think it might be a lot of reverse side off the side cushion. There you go, you can just see the cue ball accelerate.
Just gets far enough.
Yeah, would have liked an extra couple of inches, but wouldn't we all?
I think we all would, Dave, yeah. I mean, I'd love a couple extra inches. But
You were Melvin that for me, weren't you? Well, he made an easy finish, it looked difficult, but he'll be more than happy to break the serve of CEASER. He's 3-2 up and breaking in the next.
Great to see this crowd in, isn't it?
It's what makes money matches so special.
And the beauty of this crowd that's in here, and we've got a decent crowd, is, they're not necessarily here because they're TC fans. They're not necessarily here because they're CEASER fans. They're here because they love pool.
Yeah, they're pool fans.
Yeah.
I mean, shooters have done phenomenally well here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they pre-sold around 150 tickets, and then there's two lads on the door selling them as they come in, and the place is packed. And it is a bit different because, like you say, in previous matches that you and I have done, the crowd are always divided. And I think for this game we've got an awful lot of neutrals in.
Now then, we get our first fiddly little pack here, and now this is where Tom Cousins really comes into his own.
Yeah, if he attacks, it'll be in probably the first, maybe the second visit, given where the balls have laid. These are very, very awkward. I'm not even sure if he's on a yellow. It may have this one to the top right.
Yeah, he can just get past the red for that ball. Or is he taking the red? No, it is the yellow.
So I'm not sure you play a break out here. He's just come round to have a quick look at the one to the bottom right, but he looks a little bit thick on it to me. We'll need a touch aside if that's going to be his shot.
If the one at the bottom of the pack goes past the red to bottom right, could he try and land all that short position?
Yeah, this is the ball. Maybe he's just dropping this in. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because he just didn't have the angle there. Would have needed so much side. And
this is perfect now.
With these cloths, they just don't take straight away.
So he can take the yellow to middle. He's naturally going up into the other two, and it lifts him up the table as well. Far better to attack from this side.
Well, he's come round to have a look, because if he's on the one nearest the left middle, he might be able to drop all three of these balls in. That's why he's just come round, I think. But it might be your shot. He's come back to your shot, the one to the right centre. Yeah, key shot incoming. And that will do. Because I think he can see enough of the yellow that's tied up next to the three reds.
He's having a look though. He would have wanted to move this, but as he's not, he's just having a look. I think it's tight. I think it's very tight. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, maybe from the overhead it does, but it's very tight.
Well, we're not sure, but Tom will be.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Well, he's underdone that by quite a way. Now to get the correct angle on this last yellow, if he wanted to land straight, he may even opt for the double here. That's a poor mistake, and I have to be honest, up to now in the first five, despite Tom being ahead, he's made the more minute errors in this match. You can see loading it up with right hand side, and he's done that just to kill the pace of the cube off the side cushion. Excellent recovery shot from Tom. Looking once again just to see if this goes. He must be happy. Yeah, straight in the centre of the pocket, and the hard work's been done. So the standard is continuing, although I have to say, Top Cat not quite at his absolute best. He's lost that cue ball a little bit more than what I certainly expected him to do in the first six. Despite that, he's got a two-frame advantage.
Yeah, all about that kicking off, wasn't it? That one shot 2 frames ago, and we see that so often in pool. And here we go. Look at this crowd that's in. Very, very good. All pool fans, all loving what they see. You see them crowded around the arena and behind Tom Cousins. Fabulous.
Some of these were in when I got in here at 10:30 this morning. Yeah. That is dedication to the cause.
I heard they were camping out overnight. Wonderful. But as I say, as can happen so often, as I was mentioning a second ago, one frame, one mistake costs you 2 frames.
Well, he's doubled down, hasn't he? That's exactly what you want to do. You don't, not only you want to punish the in off from CEASER, but you also want to break and finish the next one. Well, it's not a disaster. I think he might be touching ball on the red, but he has made a ball. Well, he's just checking so he can get through to this red top left, and if he can, that's a little bit of a result. He can, and he is, and he spotted it. So looking to stop that mini rock from Tom straight away.
I think he'd love to be on the ball to middle, but I'm not sure it goes past the yellow. If he's on that ball, if he was on that ball now, that would be a delight to get that off the table. And it's unhampered queuing as well.
Well, my commentator's eye is still coming into focus, but I suggest that definitely doesn't pass to left centre.
The fact he's not going for... Oh, he can get to the bottom of the cue ball, actually. That's fine. Absolutely fine. I thought he was a little bit over the top of the yellow. Didn't realise he could cue beside it.
Me too, pal, but I expected better from you.
It's this foreshortened angle, Dave. And it's my old age. The eyes aren't what they used to be. I'll tell you what, you're not what you used to be either. You're half the man you used to be.
Well, we had the pleasure of watching the interview back on the on our screens in front of us, and yeah, you know you're a big lad when you lost 6 stone and you're still a big lad. That's all I'm saying.
Great effort, mate. Great to see.
Still a bit to go. He will be overjoyed with this. It's so important, as I said at the start, to not only keep with Tom, but keep the standard. And up to now, actually, he's probably been the better player. But he'll be so relieved after getting doubly punished for his massive, well, a big bit of bad luck.
Well, let's just put this into context a minute, Dave. 7 frames in, not a single ball missed.
Not a single ball missed, and they've
just
all
one in off from the break.
All we've had, we've not had 2 visits in any frame apart from CEASER going in off.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, and it wasn't even straight in off. It was unlucky. It was kicked in off, and that's the only difference between these 2 players at the moment. And I'm sure over a race to 30, that's going to level itself out, isn't it? But what a standard of pool this is. You know, for anyone who didn't know what Chandiga could bring, here it is. 2 players who have not missed a ball. 7 frames in. Can they keep the standard up?
Yeah, I think they can. I really do. I think that a few things come into play with money matches, and we mentioned them at the start. Nerves being the main one, and I didn't think it would be an issue, and it hasn't been up to now. It's just great to see. Yeah, and long may it continue.
The roar from social media from Africa has been that Chandiga is the man, and he is a real player. And we're seeing it here. If anyone had any doubt, this expels all those doubts. You know, even just, I know we're still early in the match, but even in these first few frames, he's showing his class.
Yeah, and I think people, you know, you can't blame people for having these opinions. Tom's earned his place
of course.
In the conversation for being the GOAT now.
Yeah.
People were talking about him in 20, you know, when Ultimate sort of started, when he went on the tour. But you got to remember, and because he hadn't won the same amount of world champions as, say, Mick, or, well, he's won the same amount as Mel and Nancy. You're looking back at Gaz Potts and players like that. But now, because he's been at the top for so long, he really does deserve his place. What a fantastic shot that is.
He plays that shot so well. This is what I was talking about earlier on. If he's got a problem area on the table, he just finds it straight away. That is exceptional. I think highlight shot already.
Yeah, you'd see a lot of players there take that one to the top left, then use the angle off the one to the bottom right, because it's more natural to go into it. But if Tom doesn't waste any time, he's leaving that ball at the bottom right because he gets to play the shot he's just played and open it all up.